to thank some people real quick. Bussin With The Boys.
Walked over, sat in Trump's seat, and just ripped ass.
Come on, that great looking man.
Donald Trump, the biggest interview we've ever done.
We've ever had by far. This is some dumb shit.
Bussin and the Boys did it when they had Trump on. Shout out to the Bussin and the Boys.
I think we should be doing a rally.
See, I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Take a seat right there.
It really started when we were at, I believe it was International Fight Week, a year or so before the actual podcast took place.
Yeah, I got you guys.
You hear him?
Dana White introduced me to Donald Trump, and there's a clip of him actually leaning over to me and saying, "Hey, I really like your show." And I say, "Hey, we'll have to get you on sometime." And he says, "Hey, get my number from Dana. We'll make that happen."
Good to see you. How are you? Good to see you. Great looking man.
When the idea came about, it was like, hey, we could probably sit down with President Trump for an interview.
So like after that, I mean, that was like nuts. I think Jack or JP was right next to me.
My name is JP Hovey, and I'm one of the producers of Bussin With The Boys. First reaction was, oh boy, because I knew how people would respond on social media. And while I was excited, I was really fired up because anytime you get to talk to a president, I don't know, I think it would be awesome no matter who's in the Oval Office at that time. And then for me personally, just looking back on my own journey, it's like 4 to 5 years ago, I was making almost like $1,000 a month. And then you fast forward to then it's like, hey, you're about to interview the president. So I thought it was awesome.
In the fall, we do a fall tour. And so we were going to go take a plane, fly to Ann Arbor to watch Michigan versus Texas. And then from there, take a plane to fly to Nebraska to watch Nebraska and Colorado.
They had proposed us flying into Michigan, doing something with President Trump at Michigan, walking into the stadium with him for that game, and then flying on Air Force One, interviewing him for our podcast, landing in Nebraska, and then walking into the stadium with President Trump.
But then it turned into they wanted to do like a live show, and then a live show with a presidential candidate in September. It's pretty much like a rally.
And we will make America great again. I love you, Michigan.
And then Michigan also has rules and regulations based on like their school. Like we don't do political rallies.
And that's where I was kind of like, hey, Taylor, like, I don't think we should be doing, a rally. I don't think we should be doing a rally in the height of the presidential campaign when we're trying to accomplish like our thing with content and doing college football and everything else. We just show up in Michigan, like, we're at a rally for President Trump before we go into the game. Like the optics on that's like this is not in our wheelhouse.
So that kind of got shut down relatively quickly. But it was a very cool idea, and ended up just working out where, hey, he's going to be in. We can do it at Trump Tower in October, and it worked out perfectly because we flew to Chicago and then ended up going to Oregon right after that for the Oregon-Ohio State game. Right before we went to Chicago, we needed a whole bunch of stuff to be brought up to Chicago. Insert that boy Jared Beeman.
And then y'all walk up and you're just like, anyway, you'd want to go like home, pack a bag, and drive to Chicago tonight. And I was like, what? The driving aspect didn't even like get in my head. I was just like, I'm going, okay. And I just like went home, called my parents. They were like freaking out.
Jared Beeman, you had to drive up the day of with all of our gear because they were wanting to do the set out like, hey, we want to make it seem as Bussin With The Boys themed as possible. And we're like, what does that even look like? Like we're at a hotel.
So he actually went and drove from Nashville to Chicago the morning of to get all those things done. I think it was overnight. I think it was overnight to get all those things done. In true Jared fashion, he shows up in a suit, but all right, boys.
Taylor, why is he dressed up?
Nobody knows. Nobody can tell.
I thought we were all doing suits.
Vato. So the day we interviewed Donald Trump, I think Will was already in Chicago doing some Barstool stuff.
I'm on my way waiting for the Uber. I was in the Yak a little long. Big Cat was grilling me about Trump, trying to get the breaking news. But just letting you know, I am now on my way. I will be there soon.
What are you guys doing the rest of the day?
Hanging, chilling, killing.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God. Nothing planned?
Spooktober. Embrace the spook. We got a little something planned, but
Will, what do you got the rest of the day?
Just hanging, chilling, killing.
Hell yeah.
No big interviews or
Are
anything?
you trying to make that a phrase? You've said it twice now.
We're going to stream some games tonight. Will you be back?
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
From what?
Hanging,
Oh.
chilling, killing.
I said, will you be back? I thought maybe you were going somewhere, but you said you're not.
No, not going anywhere. I'll be here. So yeah, I'll be around.
But you'll be back.
I'll be around.
Will, I love you, man.
I love you too, bro.
You're the best. Where do you got to go? Where are you going?
You're going to go to the cave right now?
Why do you have to leave?
I gotta go do a thing.
What thing you got to?
Can I say what you're doing?
Oh, I don't even know.
I can't? Why?
Don't be that
You just
guy.
tell everyone.
I mean, not on the show. Not on the show.
Where can I?
Hey. Congrats or I'm sorry or whatever.
Wait, stay for the wheel.
good to
Stay for the
see
wheel.
you.
Let's just do
Sorry.
the wheel. Let's end it.
So security getting to Trump Tower was insane. They had the dogs, they had the guys, they were doing the little mirror under the car thing the whole entire time.
We're all piled into the car. They ask us some questions. They sniff it, open the trunk, the whole thing. So security checkpoint number 1 done.
Did you show the barricade?
No
in the video? Literally, you can actually see it from here. Barricade. Just waiting dogs. They can just pop the trunk. So you're taking it serious, boys. Didn't check this bag though.
Then you pull up to the actual hotel, get out, go through another security checkpoint where they check your bag and everything. Go up the elevator, another security checkpoint where you got to take out all your equipment again that we have in our backpacks. So overall, it was like 3 to 4 stops of security. And in back of my head, I'm like, man, I pray to God I don't have something random in my backpack that I've just forgotten about. Presidential?
If there was a world I can get a center stance and he could take a snap from me, that would be ideal.
Because we had to just be confined in a room. Like we had to ask permission to go to the bathroom, and then they had to take Secret Service with us to go to the bathroom. Hey, and shout out to Secret Service boys. Like they were for the boys. They were for the boys. So it was a fun time actually being confined in that space. JP, you missed that?
What happened?
I said, Josh. He said, playoff Willie.
Let's go.
That's all we needed.
Hey, when we got here, he's like, is Will coming? And like 30 minutes later, he's like, so when's Will get here?
Dude, there's a buzz in the air, right?
There's a buzz, baby.
Buzz
Let's
that
go.
Playoff Willie was showing up today.
Dude, what's up with you drafting bacon on a pizza?
Damn.
Oh, bacon on pizza's a hit.
That's
pepperoni and bacon.
That's a problem, dude.
A bacon pep.
He said
That's
a
watch
problem,
list.
dude.
This shit, dude. I don't know.
What about, are you a pineapple guy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Come
Are
on.
you just a purist? Pepperoni pizza,
Really?
pepperoni sausage?
Dude, I like the hot honey, though.
Ooh.
Hot, yeah, it's a move. Yeah.
And what about barbecue chicken?
You got your phone?
What the fuck?
Okay.
He's
He
right.
seems like a purist, though.
Something with Secret Service, I've learned that a lot of these guys are fans of Will and Taylor, which is hilarious because you go through the whole security process and then they're like, hey, you guys mind if we grab a photo? I'm like, oh my gosh, these guys.
And we're setting up for an interview that was supposed to take place at what time? Was it like 4?
Yeah, it was like in the late afternoon.
Yeah, like 4 o'clock, and I don't think we sat down with him until about 9:30 at night.
Delanie Walker comes. He wanted to meet Trump. So like, yeah, dude, absolutely, come with. So we had like most of the boys there for this. For whatever reason, we start talking about Madden ratings, what our highest Madden ratings were, how great Delanie's talking about how great he was. Will's talking about how good he was. Like we're all just kind of going back and forth for a little bit.
I was the highest rated dude on our team in Madden.
That's
every year.
Bro, you were not at 98.
2018.
98 might be high.
I'm a 99 right now. You can get my 99 card right now.
You
Yeah.
were 98. It was like with the super size me deal. No, bro.
What did it say? 93.
Oh,
what year? 2018. What didn't go? What, I know I was a
Delanie
98.
Walker, 93.
Oh, okay.
On the game, not in some like trading card BS.
We talking about the game.
Bro, you can get everybody in the mud. You can get everybody up in the high 90s.
No, we talking about Madden. I can't.
Your speed was only 85.
Delaney, you were a 98.
And Johnny Smith was the same.
You
speed.
was what were you? 50?
No, I was 68. He was respecting my name, bro.
68.
We was playing ultimate football.
Listen to this.
Taylor in 2018 had a higher acceleration than Delaney.
Which is 310.
86, 84.
I'm 37 years old at this time.
Hey, no. That's when that was prime Delanie.
Oh, wait, 2018?
Yeah.
I actually got hurt in 2018. I broke my ankle the first game. The first game.
Trust me, we know.
But what was my Madden?
Your rating was a 93.
Again?
Bro, you're just getting
That was high.
That's called CTE.
That was actually high. I mean, I probably was ranked in the top.
Inflation, like
top 5.
it was a 98. In my head, I'm just thinking a former president and a presidential nominee is about to walk into this room in the next 10 to 20 minutes, and we have the people interviewing him arguing about their Madden ratings. And that part cracked me up. I'm like, Trump probably has no idea what he's about to walk into.
Like the top 2 were Tyron Smith and Joe Thomas.
And then where did Taylor fall?
Don't have to
Taylor was like 10 or 15.
15? That's all right. Made the Pro Bowl, so I know what we're talking about.
make the Pro.
You were 14.
Cut the camera. Cut the camera off.
And then also, before Trump gets there, we're getting restless. We're in the room for a while. They were like, hey guys, please don't do anything to Trump's seat and all the thing. And naturally he went over it. Maybe he didn't hear him.
I didn't hear the part where they're like, hey, don't mess around with Trump's chair or anything like that. But just, being myself, just to calm the nerves a little bit, I had to sit in this chair and I ripped a little dart, ripped a little noise before the interview started.
Like, everybody get out except for Mitch when we start.
No, that's not.
Will and I love to go back and forth with our farting sometimes, and we have some great competition.
You are a sicko. It stinks. And so now there's this, presidential candidate walking into a fart room.
Hey, President Trump, welcome to the show.
Welcome to
This is the most alpha fart of all time. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're probably just gonna keep that for us.
Yeah, have to.
They see that.
Oh yeah, they see that. They're pissed.
So disrespectful.
I feel like when we do podcasts, it's like, guy gets here, you do as minimal talking as possible. Let's get on the bus, because all of it is like organic. Hey, how we doing? How's life? Kind of conversation. When you have the opportunity to do what we're doing, it turns into you get in your head a little bit, and you're like thinking about your questions. What's his vibe going to be? He's had a long day. Is he going to be tired? Does he want to have this conversation? Does he not want to have this conversation? And then the podcast happens.
You're just like, oh shit, there he is. That's Donald Trump.
Let's go.
Come on, is that great looking man?
How are you?
Great to see you. How we
Nice
doing?
to see you. Hello, everybody. Where would you like me to sit?
Right there. Over here.
Okay, sounds good. Fellas.
Good to see you.
Good athletes, I can see that, huh?
Yeah.
Did our best. Did our best.
That's great. Come on.
You kind of just don't know what to do with your body. You're kind of like, are they wanting us to walk and approach him? Are they wanting us to stay put? Is he going to come in, sit down, come shake our hands, whatever the case is? But it's like there's all these people in the room. We're not used to doing interviews or having a podcast, outside of us just being on the bus with a few of the boys, and you have just your own space. It's like we had a crowd. There's a lot going on. There's bulletproof glass up.
Let's give a round of applause to Donald Trump. Taking the time out of his day to come meet with Bussin With The Boys.
He was way more in tune and way more in touch with all the opinions about himself, which was cool to see.
You get views. I looked at your numbers. Congratulations. That's a great success. You've done a fantastic job.
We do appreciate it.
But you're like a young person. It's like this is young person's television.
There are different things like you're wanting to ask, but you can't interrupt the man. He's doing, Andrew Schultz on his podcast to talk about the art of the weave.
I went against a woman known as Crooked Hillary. And she is one crooked son. But
when you have a presidential candidate with someone who's trying to get a narrative out, it's like, hey, how do you let them say what they want to say from a political standpoint, but also bring it back to tell us about stories about you growing up. What was it like? Did you play sports? What kind of sports do you like besides golf? Like all these different things.
It's funny. I had friends that were great, and yet if you threw a ball, it would hit them in the face. You'd say, here. They couldn't catch a ball, but they could do circles. That was the craziest thing.
He was weaving us left and right, and you just, it's your first time meeting him and sitting down with him, and you're wanting to like ask certain questions or interrupt some of his stories, but he would just keep flowing and going and weaving here, weaving there. It was kind of hard to get back, and you knew you only had an allotted amount of time with him too.
If these guys weren't driving me crazy over here, I'd stay for another 2 hours with you guys. You're two interesting guys, and that's why you're doing so well. You're doing great.
You know, Mark.
Another football player here, sir.
Look at this guy.
How you doing, Delanie Walker?
Yeah.
Hey, look at you.
He's looking good, huh?
Oh, I'm trying to look as good as you.
I want to. Can you hit the pose? Can you hit a flex for me?
Oh.
A little pose.
Just a little bit. Okay. You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Let's go. Right on it.
See, appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
You kind of knew when you were going to release an interview with Donald Trump that it was going to be both good and bad.
It was interesting to get some of the personal DMs from people saying how they were letting me know how disappointed they were in me that we were interviewing Donald Trump.
And I think a lot of people who disagree with Trump are and on the other side too, just are so quickly to be mad about the opinions of others as opposed to just having a conversation and being like, this is how I feel, and you can disagree but still be friends and all those different things. So, in any political landscape, you're gonna get backlash, you're gonna get all those things. But, at the end of the day, like, I don't think I would still do it again. It was awesome.
And I played football too. I didn't particularly like it.
What position were you?
No, I didn't like it. I played tight end.
Yeah. Can block.
And I didn't like,
You had some hands?
We got Delanie Walker
I
behind.
could catch the ball good, but I didn't particularly like having some guy that was lifting weights all day long and came from a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he sees me, and they were tackling hard. And I had a quarterback with that much of an arm.
Yeah.
Throw the ball.
Now, obviously, after Kamala's team put out that clip, we knew we were going to get reached out to from multiple media outlets, some right, some left, some moderate, but more likely, more left.
When the Washington Post reached out to Bussin With The Boys, my care level was at a 1 out of 10. I didn't give who fucking cares about that stuff? Like, going into this, people are going to be mad about something. It is what it is. And like for them to take a clip, put it out of context, like, oh, look, what's new?
Yeah, I don't remember what the email said.
No, I never read this email.
Hi, folks. I'm a reporter with the Washington Post. For an item on our daily politics page, can Will Compton and Taylor Lewan comment about their interview with Donald Trump?
I'm curious about the point in the interview where Trump said he didn't like playing football against, quote, some guy that was lifting weights all day and came from a bad neighborhood.
Video of the interview shows Compton and Lewan laughing at the remark, which has gotten a lot of attention online, including from Trump's opponent in the presidential race.
Can Compton and Lewan comment on what is amusing about Trump's remark? Hey, spoiler alert, if someone's lifting weights all day and they come from a neighborhood that's caused a lot of adversity, a lot of those times, those guys are willing to throw caution to the wind and lay the fucking boom on somebody. I've been a part of it. I've been a part of taking those types of shots. That shit sucks.
When he's saying remarks like that, we're sitting there laughing. You understand kind of the locker room talk with everything. And just Trump, being kind of soft on not wanting to get hit by anybody in tackle football. But yeah, I remember that and just being like, oh, what an opportunity. All right, as you guys know, our latest episode of Bussin With The Boys, we had on Donald Trump. And if you want to go watch it, it's on all of our channels, on all of our platforms, so go check it out. But we knew that there'd be a reaction. Good, bad, media would react, and we are getting our first media encounter. The Washington Post has reached out for comment regarding a remark made during the episode that's gaining online attention, including from Trump's opponent in the presidential race. The remark they're referring to that they want comment on is a part of the episode where we're talking ball and how Trump used to play tight end, would have locked him up, and he essentially makes the comment, I wouldn't want to get hit, or I didn't want to get hit by somebody who's been lifting weights all day long and came from a bad neighborhood. Taylor and I laughed. They want our comment. Their question is, why did we find that amusing? And you already know what they want to do with this thing. You want to know what kind of picture they want to paint. You want to know what kind of box they want us to put us in. You want to know, their vision for this entire question on asking that. And number one, I thought it was funny because Trump is sitting there admitting that he is not built for the A-gap, nor is he a tight end that was built for catching a slant over the middle, only to get his vertebrae, his L4 and L5 compressed by a middle linebacker that probably goes on to play in Nebraska and arguably 10 years in the NFL. But just knowing that
you know the direction they want to go with this thing as they write whatever article that they're trying to write. And they asked if Will or Taylor would provide a comment on why we found that amusing. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I'll publicly tell you guys my comment. So Washington Post, here's my comment about why I thought it was amusing.
I think it was biblical. I think it was exactly what I wanted. I think it was exactly what I wanted.
And I think it was beautiful. It was one of my most proud moments of being a part of the Bussin team, because the whole thing is like, it's not that serious. And that's like one of the major lessons for everybody in life is like, it's not that serious. And the media tries to do this thing where they pull you apart. And so it's kind of nice that a fart could bring us all back together.
It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris.
And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some
I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bussin With The Boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
And it's fucking nuts that an election happened and Bussin With The Boys is thanked for helping the outcome of that election. And it was just really cool to be a part of something historically that for the rest of time, when you look at that night, you'll be able to find the title Bussin With The Boys in there.
A moment in history that now we're a part of.
To think generations from now, when you're any digging up stuff of the victory speech of Donald Trump and Bussin With The Boys is mentioned in that victory speech, like that's iconic. That's forever.
I don't know. I hope we get more experiences like this from both sides.
Like, it was an opportunity that is just insane. That a couple of idiots that started a podcast while they were playing football were able to sit down with a presidential candidate. And if I had to do it again, I'd do it again. No question about it.
What an opportunity to get in front of, a massive audience who knows if they've seen Bussin With The Boys. A lot of them haven't. So we get to be in front of them and, potentially build our brand and channel. But it was cool, man. It was cool.
Try to walk up too fast.
Reset.
Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. This was episode 1 of our brand new documentary series from Bussin With The Boys called Rearview Mirror, where we look back at the best moments in Bussin With The Boys history and dive a little bit deeper to give you guys all the behind the scenes details. These episodes take a lot of time and preparation to put together, so expect a new Rearview Mirror episode every 3 months. Comment down below to let us know what moment in Bussin With The Boys history you guys want to know more about. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I'll see you next time.